Hi, my name is Laura Foley. I am one of the librarians at McNeil High School, and I'm excited to share with you two books that I read this summer that I absolutely love, and I think that they both are great examples of triumph of the human spirit. The first is A Piece of Cake, written by Cupcake Brown. This is nonfiction, a true story. Cupcake was orphaned at the age of 11. She found her mother dead, and she was then put into the foster system. And every foster home she was in was pretty awful. And I do not blame her for running away. But at a young age, what is a young girl to do? She turns to drugs and alcohol and at times prostitution to make it through. What is fascinating is that despite years of drug abuse and alcohol abuse, she becomes a lawyer. She's a practicing attorney in San Francisco, and this woman was living behind a dumpster right before she went into rehab. I will warn you, this is not for the faint of heart. My husband tried to read this book and he put it down. He said it was just too much for him. So those of you who are looking for this type of book, you found it, right? My fans of Tweak, that sort of thing, you're gonna love A Piece of Cake. I also had the pleasure of reading The Making of a Navy SEAL, My Story of Surviving the Toughest Challenge and Training the Best. Another nonfiction book. This is a memoir by Brandon Webb, who is indeed a Navy SEAL. He knows Chris Kyle, worked with him. This book goes through his childhood experiences and how they actually led him to the place where he was able to join the military, but he started working around boats as a young child, or not a young child, like a kid, right? In my mind, a kid about your age, probably. He was working in the water and he learned things that actually helped him later on in his Navy SEAL training, and I think that's one of the lessons I like most, and I'm always astounded, really, or amazed, that what happens to us when we're younger trains us for the real life that we have ahead of us. And that's just one aspect of the book, the one aspect that I liked about this book. He goes through the training and what it takes to become a Navy SEAL, and wow, right? It's like the toughest training on the planet. I tried, and with my all my extra summertime, I thought I'm just gonna see if I can do like this little part, and it was pretty much a joke. So I guess I'm out of shape. If you like a story about a young man who overcomes all the odds, I mean, despite his low scores, his physical difficulties in the training, he not only succeeds and becomes a Navy SEAL, but he trains Navy SEALs. So if you were interested in the military, tough guys, that sort of thing, you're gonna like The Making of a Navy SEAL. So thank you very much for your time. I look forward to hearing back from Ms. Hawkins and what you guys have been reading and what you thought. Thanks.